What's up, everybody? It's your boy, THESHELLBULLET8. We are back in the kitchen on another episode of Cooking with Bullet. Now, today we're going to be making a pretty quick dish. It is spicy garlic noodles. Now, I am going to be adding a protein to this as well, even though this is supposed to be more like a quick little snack in between sort of thing, maybe a lunch. You can turn this into a full meal. But anyway, we're gonna get through this pretty fast. It's really easy to make, and yeah, let's just get it started. All right, so first thing we're gonna need to do is we're gonna go ahead and dice up some green onions. Just take them, clip off that back end. I'm gonna toss that out. And then if you have like the little weird tips that just look strange, whatever, you can go ahead and cut those off too. 2 or 3 of these will work perfectly fine. If you want more, you can absolutely do more. I mean, we're going to be using part of it for the actual cooking, and then the other portion of it is going to be kind of garnish. All right, so that's how quick and easy that part of it is. Next up, we're gonna take some garlic and we're gonna go ahead and break that down into slivers. All right, that's that. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this off to the side inside of a bowl. We already got one here waiting for us. All right, so we've got everything inside of the bowl. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the protein I'm gonna be using. Originally, my idea was to make like a beef katsu, or you can also do like a chicken katsu, something like that. But considering the time and how quick I actually wanna make this dish, plus I'm not gonna use this entire piece of beef here. I'm not going to use it all. I'm only going to use a small amount because this is actually for a different meal. So I'm just going to go ahead and do some pretty small and thin slices here. Now, before I go any farther, I need to go ahead and wash my hands off really quick. So just give me a sec and I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. So I went ahead, washed my hands, went ahead and washed the knife off. Now we're gonna go ahead and make the sauce right now, and the sauce is what's going to actually be coating the noodles and everything else. And as far as the noodles go, you can go ahead and use ramen noodles for this. In fact, they sell ramen noodles, you know, off in their own packaging without the sauce or the seasoning or whatever it is they normally put in there. Or what you can do is you can use soba or udon noodles. In my case right now, well, the soba or udon noodles usually come in packages like this here. What I'm gonna do, however, is I'm gonna be using ramen noodles. They were pre-packaged in their own container. I already cooked them down, so they are ready to go. And I mean, cooking ramen noodles, that's like what? A 3 to 5 minute process in boiling water. That's it. As far as the sauce goes though, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take some soy sauce, pretty decent amount of it. A half a lime. And then 2 teaspoons of sugar. And then we're gonna add just a little bit of warm water to that. Just a little bit more, that should be good there. And just go ahead and mix it up really quick. That's it. We're gonna start off by cooking the meat first. We're gonna go ahead and let the oil get up to temp. And as far as the oil you wanna use, you can use either canola oil, peanut oil, regular vegetable oil, or even sesame oil. All right, so checking this out, looks like we should pretty much be ready. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take the meat and just slide it right on in here. Now, while it's cooking like this, we're gonna go ahead and hit it with nothing but pepper, a little black pepper, and a little bit of sea salt. Now, honestly, the meat's almost done right now. I'm gonna go ahead and move that around just a little bit. And in fact, we'll let that sit there for a couple more minutes. It's almost time to flip it. And once it's flipped, it's only gonna be about a good minute before this all needs to come right out. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and get the meat out of here. We've got the meat out of there, and now we've just got the oil and the fat from the beef still in here. And what's gonna happen now, we're gonna make sure that we have the stove down to about a medium temperature. And we're gonna go ahead and throw in the garlic and the green onions. Leaving behind just a little bit of the green onions as a garnish. Toss that around a little bit. Now, the thing about this is that you do not want either of these to burn, especially the garlic. The garlic will become bitter. And what we're gonna do at the same time, where the real heat's coming from these, we're gonna drop in some red chili flakes. Just a little bit more. I like my heat. The smell of this is absolutely ridiculous. It smells amazing. All right, we're gonna let that sit a little bit more. Garlic's starting to become fragrant. Again, we don't want it to burn. We do want it to slightly get a little bit brown, but not burnt. Oh yeah, that's about it right there. Just so you can see what we're working with here. It's still all pretty light. Get that garlic just a little bit more. Okay, there we go. You flip that bad boy over. Now you're starting to see the browning of the garlic. All right, now this is where our sauce comes in. It's gonna go in here. And we're gonna let that go ahead and mix. Just go ahead and mix up there with the garlic and the green onions, and of course, the chili peppers. And we're gonna let that sit. What we kind of want is for this to slightly thicken up. So now I'm gonna turn the heat up just a little bit. At this point, you're actually almost up to a high heat again. And we're just gonna let this heat sit here, kind of cook down some. Like I said, as it's cooking down, it should start thickening it up. It's gonna take a little bit, maybe a good, 5-6 minutes, something like that. Now, of course, what's gonna help it is that when you pull the noodles, you don't rinse them off or anything, and so there should be some starch on them. And when they go in here, that's actually gonna help thicken this up. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and drop the noodles in here. So drop those noodles in. And what'll actually thicken it even more so, like I said, will be the starch from the noodles getting mixed in with it. But if we had put like something extra into the sauce itself, so let's say honey, or even like more sugar, being like brown sugar, something along the lines of that, that would have also done it. Let's give this a toss. Okay, and mind you all, the noodles were not cooked all the way down. The reason for that is knowing that it was gonna come and sit in this in this sauce, you kind of want the noodles to get coated in it and actually to absorb some of that sauce as well. So we're gonna give this a few more minutes and then we should be all set. All right, let's check them out, see how they move. Oh yeah, see now, even with the toss, they're starting to stay together even more. They're actually done now. And if I had used a wok, this would have gone even faster. But you know what? This was easy to see as far as the space I'm working with right now here in the kitchen. This is all done. Let's go ahead and get this into a bowl and yeah, let's eat. Ah, yes. Perfect. And now that we've got that all done, we're gonna go ahead and hit it with just a little bit more of the green onions. Of course, we're gonna go ahead and get some of that beef in there as well. And the last two things I'm gonna hit this with, you really don't have to, but I'm telling you right now, it'll brighten up the whole entire dish. I'm just ripping up a basil leaf, tossing a little bit of that on top of it, and then we're gonna throw half a lime in there. So you can go ahead and squeeze that right on top before eating it. Trust me, it brightens the whole entire situation up. So now, let's go ahead and dig into it. Oh, and by the way, before I actually take a bite out of this, another thing you can actually do with this dish, really makes it good too. Go ahead and take like, if you have beef stock or something like that, if you like chicken and a chicken stock, like a good one, have that off to the side. You want some liquid in here, pour that right on top of it. Makes it absolutely delicious. All right, here we go. There you have it right there. You already saw the picture. I'm getting into this. Let's see what we got. That's fire, straight out. That is so damn good. It's not even funny. It's got the heat, but there's the sweetness that actually comes through with the sugar and everything else. There's so many different flavors going on here. Hey, look, you know, I gotta try the meat too, because I mean, you know, that just pairs perfectly with it. Yeah, that's it. My bad. I know it's rude to speak with your mouth full, but what I was gonna say is, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop some sambal on that too. If you don't know what this stuff is, greatest stuff in the world to have. But anyway, that was a quick one. Hope you all enjoyed it. Look, it's really simple, easy to make. You should try it out. But hey, I'm THESHELLBULLET8, and for now, you guys know how this goes. But I'm out.